Welcome back. So in this video, we're going to finish up our tetraminos, get those two other shapes done. We'll also create a sort of a grid that basically would be our boundary, and then we'll just sort of start our scripts, but we won't actually do any coding there. All right. So we had created 5 of the shapes, and we need to create, like I said, 2 more. So again, following the same process, create that empty, making sure that it's the default location 0, 0, 0. So this one would be their tetramino T. Tetramino T. Okay, and so again, just like we did before, grab the right shape. Okay, and throw it in there. I guess we can just do it that way too. And then Control D 3 times. Just before we do that, I'm just going to move the T out of here. Okay, and so we've got our 4 shapes. These ones, we've got one 0, 0, so that's fine. The next one we want at 0, 1. The next one we want -1, 0. And the last one we want at 1, 0. So this should give us that sort of T shape. It's kind of an upside down T, but you know what I'm referring to, sort of that T shape there. So we will take this and make that a prefab. Okay, and then might as well just minimize that and then get it out of the way for our last basic shape. And so that one, again, create empty. Okay, good. This one is going to be our tetramino Z. Okay, and so our last graphic, kind of, okay, right there, and then do that 3 times. And finally, those shapes, we want a 0, 0, which we've got. So I'll just skip that one. Okay, we've got a 0, so just making sure I get them all, a 1, 0. Okay, we've got a 0, 1. And last but not least, I got a -1, 1. -1, 1. And that should be sort of the opposite of this guy, which it is. Good. All right, so make sure you make that a prefab as well. And so we've got all of those as prefab, so just double check you've put them all in there. You should have 6 of them. Okay, so I think that's what we want. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we should have 7 of them. So which guy is missing? JL long S square T. Where did my Z go? I just made my Z. Did it get dropped inside one? I'm just trying to see where I put it. Ah, there it is. Okay. Good. So it just got in the wrong folder there. Good. So there's all your tetraminos. Like I said, there should be all 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And as long as you've got them as prefabs, feel free to delete them from your game because we don't really need them in the game. Good idea, just to make sure you save your game here. So save your scene. Now, I noticed that this is I'm in the game over one. It doesn't really matter. When we start building the actual game, it's good to be in my other one. So I'll just save this here because it will at least save the prefabs. I'm just going to switch scenes here and go to my level. Make sure I'm in my level 1. And I'll just save this just in case as well. All right. Basically, we want to create a grid. And so it's just going to be our visual representation for the moment. We won't do any coding on it or create any boundaries, like physical boundaries to block things. We'll just have the visual representation. So we're basically going to create a left, bottom, and right, okay? And the top will be open. So what we're going to do is take that grid piece, and so it's in my graphics, and just going to throw one in there, okay? And basically, I'm going to make sure this one's set to 0, 0 for the moment. just make it easier so I don't have to change as many things. Basically, we're going to put them all along the bottom here. And so in the end, I'm going to need 10 of these, or sorry, 12 of these. So I've already got the first one, so I'm just going to go, so Control D. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So including the first one, there's 12 of them there. And basically, I'm just going to go from along the x-axis from 0, which I already created, 0, 0. And now I'm just going to build them out. So this is going to be 1. This is going to be 2. Oops. And they're just following their numbers 2, which is convenient. 4. Sorry, 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, and last one, 11. Okay, so I've basically got a bottom grid here, and if you wanted to, we could even create an empty. I don't think it's really necessary in the end. Okay, now what we want to do is basically build the left side. So I'm going to take this guy, I think it'll be okay, and I'm basically just going to duplicate it, and this time I basically want 20 pieces, so it's going to be 20 high here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think 19's fine. Because I've already got the bottom one. So let's just see here. Basically, I want to have it go up to 20. So from there, which is 0, 0, now I'm going to go on the y-axis. So 1, I'm just going to work my way down. I guess I can't do it by keys alone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so this one is 10, 11, 12, 13, whoops, 13, 14, getting close, 15, 16, and 17, 18, 19, and looks like I'll need one more. So just Control D that one. 20. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. There they all are. Okay, and what I'm going to do is basically copy that. So I think that was from 12 to 31. I'm going to go Control D. And I think I can just, with all those selected, so they all are, just change that to, I believe, 11. There they are. Okay, so I've got them all set up, looking pretty good there. What I want to do is sort of move this whole grid. So really I should have created an empty, which I didn't. So let me just create an empty here. I think that's on 0, 0. Good. So this will be my grid. Okay, and I'm just going to select all of these. And throw them into my grid. So they're all under there, which is perfect. I'm going to move my grid over just a little bit. And don't worry about why. Just move it over to -1 there. And I also want to make sure that I can... I won't worry about the camera yet. We'll do the camera next one. The last thing that we're going to do here is just set up the 2 scripts that we're going to be working on. So I'm just going to go into my scripts folder. I'm going to create a new C#. So we're going to be using C#, and I'll explain a little bit of the differences there. We're going to create two scripts. One is called a game manager. Okay, so there's that one. And one more. Make sure I put in my scripts folder. Another C# one. And this one we'll call the Tetris02 controller. Okay, so this is where we're going to actually have sort of the player controls, so that you're able to move the tetraminos up and down. Basically, the game manager will be more for checking, is it in the right layer, has the layer been completed, and so on. Okay, but the tetramino controller will be mostly for us to manipulate. All right, so we'll end this video here, and in the next video we'll actually get the tetraminos moving down the screen here.